Okay, class 2H. So we are now coming to the end of looking at stories and how we structure them. We've looked at how we write about characters in our story. We've looked at how we write about the setting in our story. And yesterday we looked at the problems in stories. If you remember, we looked at the story about the crow who couldn't get the water out of the bottle. And that was the problem. He was thirsty and he couldn't get the water out of the bottle. So if you remember his solution, do you remember? He dropped little pebbles into the bottle, which allowed the water line to rise up to the top, so he was able to drink out of the bottle. So every story needs to have a problem. And we saw that as the point in our story, the problem gets introduced essentially at the top of the mountain. So we've introduced our characters and our setting. We're getting up to the top of the mountain and we introduce our problem, the challenge or obstacle that gets in the way and that we need to try and fix, usually with the help of the characters in the story. So for another example, I spill my glass of milk. That's a problem, right? I've spilled milk everywhere. What could my solution be? How can I fix this? So obviously we can get a cloth and clean up the mess. So that's a really simple problem and a simple solution. How about if we take the idea of a baby crying? That's a problem. The baby won't stop crying. This problem has lots of solutions. There's multiple reasons why a baby might be crying, and there's multiple things we can do to stop the baby and fix the baby. Maybe the baby's teeth are sore. Maybe we could say the problem in our story is the baby's crying because her teeth are sore. And we could take her to the dentist or the doctor, which would help us have a happy ending. So that's a solution to our problem. The thing is, the possible number of reasons for a baby crying are endless, and they're limited only really by our imagination. So you can come up with so many problems that that baby has. And then in turn, we have so many solutions. Remember, a story doesn't have to have a happy ending either. Many stories that we read have happy endings, but it's not necessary for the ending to be happy. We just need the problem to be solved.